here he is, the man known as Slava Claus to those who can't actually pronounce his name correctly, in studio. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. Have a seat. How did I do with your name? Close?
It's okay.
Viacheslav Borschchev?
Almost, yeah. It's Viacheslav Borschchev, but...
Viacheslav?
Yeah, Viacheslav.
It's like a bit more of like a Y in there.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming.
Sure.
Great to have you here. And you're fighting on Saturday, of course, at UFC 295. How's the weight cut going?
Yeah, it's good.
No problem.
Right now, it's really good. It's going
you're
really
used to this weather because you're from Russia.
Yep.
But coming from California, does that affect you at all? Or is it... I know it's a little chilly in Sacramento now, right? So it's not that big of a difference?
I'm really enjoying the California weather right now. I hate cold.
Okay.
Probably because of such experience I have. Yeah, but there's no problem. I like travel, and also I'm excited. Like I see Manhattan, all this stuff. Like I think it's even helped me mentally.
Have you been here before?
No, it's my first time.
First time in New York?
Yep.
Wow. When did you get here?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. And what do you think of it so far?
I mean, it's cool. I heard a lot of stories about New York, and I'm not, for some reason, it's most of bad stories, like how dirty is it, how like terrible is it. I don't know, that's cool. It's just super crowded. I kind of like, I already not used to it anymore, but
there's an energy, right?
That's so awesome, like especially like where we're staying right now. I know it's Manhattan, probably like best place, and I'm not sure best spot in New York. I don't really know, but looks really cool. Everything.
You're near Times Square, right?
Yep.
Did you go see the lights and everything? It's surreal, right?
Yep. That's
crazy.
That's amazing. That's impressive.
And what about fighting at Madison Square Garden? Is that something that you thought about? Does it mean anything to you? For some people, it means something. For some others, it's just another arena. What about for you?
Yeah, it's interesting, because right now I'm on a spot with all this experience. I'm not overexcited about that, but when I remember when I was a kid and running like next to the Volga River, and I was dreaming to be just master of sport of kickboxing, and people thought I'm crazy at that time, and now I'm fighting in Madison Square Garden. It's crazy. Like when it's like I made it.
The journey.
Yeah,
yes.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Why did people think you were crazy?
I mean, I never been like super talented guy. Everything I got in my life is hard work. Like wherever, like kickboxing, travel, like doesn't matter. Every like time I succeed, that was through the like everything. Even the way how I got my green card, like that was like crazy.
How did you get it?
Experience. Like I mean, technically I get it as an extraordinary case, but first time the first lawyer when I tried it, like we make a good deal, and I thought it's amazing. But I spent like 2.5 years and lost all money to nothing because just he wasn't good enough. Like,
wow.
I'm not sure. I don't think he scammed me or did it on purpose. I think he's just bad lawyer. And and finally I found a good lawyer. She's amazing, but the problem is she was like super expensive, and that was like how I really struggled with everything. But now we finally did, and I remember when I got my green card, and it's funny because I never even was thinking about to stay in USA. My goal was just UFC. That's it. I thought like, okay, I would live in Russia, coming back and forth and fight. But when I got the green card, I look at it, oh my gosh, I put so much blood in it. I know so many people who just want green card, get married, or like political asylum, wherever. And I'm like, oh, this is different. And now I feel like I like America a little bit more.
I love, okay, so you grow up in Russia. Who introduces you to fighting? Kickboxing was the first combat sport, right? That you were, who introduces you to that? How do you get on that path?
I think that my dad brought me to the gym first time.
Okay.
But I mean, I've been a fighter my whole life. Like my first fight was in 2002, official fight.
How old were you then?
Like 10.
10?
Yeah.
Wow. Official fight 10? Are you? What are you wearing?
That was headgear. Like, I mean, that was kind of like amateur fights.
Okay.
But the thing is, like back in like Russia, Europe, especially East Europe, the amateur kickboxing is kind of like Olympic sport. Like it's very competitive.
Okay.
Like, for me, it was harder to get to win a Russian national championship than compared to world championship, because like in one weight class you would have like multiple world champions from different years.
Right. So why did your dad put you in kickboxing? Was he a fighter?
I mean, he did judo. Like he grew up in USSR. At USSR, everything was like all sport clubs was for free. and he did everything. Like if you look his like diplomas from like hockey, soccer, you can try everything.
Wow.
You don't have to pay.
Right.
Yes, and he never was focusing on any sport. But I think kickboxing was because it's kind of new sport was at that time, and we have probably one of the best kickboxing school in the world. I was from my gym, hometown gym. I was a 6th world champ.
Wow.
Now it's like 9 or something like this.
And what's the name of your hometown?
Volgograd. It used to be a Stalingrad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And so how close is that to Moscow?
Like 1,000 kilometers.
Okay. So at what point do you make the switch from kickboxing to MMA?
That's probably money. Yeah, money. Yeah.
But what year? So like you made your debut, I think, in 2019, right?
Yep.
So when did you decide, okay, this is what I want to do?
Yeah, well, I lived in Moscow for a couple of years, and like I couldn't move any further in kickboxing. I couldn't make any real money. And
What's the most you made?
in kickboxing?
Yeah.
I don't even remember, like maybe 5,000, something like
Okay,
this.
so nothing
Yes.
to live off of.
Yep. And when my daughter was born, actually, I haven't even been there. I was fighting in China at that time.
Wow,
Yeah.
you missed it.
Yeah, and when I came back, we were kind of in a not that good situation. Like when I remember that wasn't like really best memory, and I keep trying to find a way to get more money in kickboxing. That was super tough, and I just like where's the money is right now. Like MMA is pretty like popular because boxing is still harder. It's like you need to work with somebody, but MMA seems to me like real American story. All you need just work hard, like show off, and there was much more place where you can show your skills compared to other like sports, martial arts, and. I had one of the friend, like, I mean, we're still friends. I lived at the time for a little bit back and forth, like St. Petersburg, Volgograd, Moscow. I keep traveling. And he put this idea to me, like, he said, oh, you should go to Team Alpha Male. I said, like, why Team Alpha Male? I said, oh, and he's huge fan of Team Alpha Male. And he's told me the whole story, how this team happened, who Urijah is, like, everything. And I said, okay, let's try. And also, I got a couple friends lived in LA and like not too far from Sacramento. I decided that's not too risky. I'm gonna try, and I went straight to.
Did you call anyone before, or did you just fly there?
No, just you mean friends?
No, like anyone at Team Alpha Male.
No,
Did you say hello? I'm coming.
No, I just show up and say like, hi, I want to fight.
So that first day.
Yep.
What happens? You show up and just say, hi, I'm here.
That's actually interesting. I show up and though Urijah wasn't there. Like I think I was waiting for him for 2 weeks, and I just bought everything wherever they have like all the memberships and try everything like jiu-jitsu, like I was everywhere. Like
were the other pros there? You know, like
yeah. I seen some guys like
Josh Emmett.
Yeah, Emmett, Elkins, Philly. Like I mean, all of this.
Yeah.
At that time I think. There was a lot of people around. Even Sarah still there. Like there was a lot of guys there, and I just keep showing up. And finally, I got Urijah. And I had no English at that time, and I brought him the Soviet hat with this thing and some like T-shirt. Gave it to him like, hey, hi Urijah, I want to fight. And he said, oh, cool. Have you ever wrestled before? I said, no, never ever. Like I'm from Russia, but I never wrestled. Like never even once. Like, and that's how it started.
So is it true that he said like for a year he didn't want you to fight because he wanted you to learn wrestling and like the full? Yep. How difficult was that?
I think he put me in sparring with a couple high-level guys, and he realized right away, yes, I'm like the real deal. And he asked me the same night to go to jiu-jitsu, and I think for 5 minutes he choked me probably like 15 times, maybe at least. And he said, fight would be over after first. I said, no, but I still want to try. And he kind of held me for a while. Yeah, he was I think, actually, to be honest, Urijah, even the reason why he moved finally to USA, because he make everything, I mean, he did everything to make it happen.
He's an unbelievable guy, like so welcoming and friendly and supportive.
That's amazing, yep.
It's like I'll never forget. I think it was when he lost to Henan Barao, and like he's on the microphone, he's talking about TJ Dillashaw. Like he's always thinking about the team and the teammates and stuff like that. And I would imagine he's like that in the gym as well, right?
Yeah,
like a true leader.
And the thing I really like about his team, he got very similar idea what I had it back in home. Like team, it's not just a business, not just like, it's multiple things together, but also I would like think about that like as a gang group, like it's my wolf pack. That's it. I'm here. It's everybody supposed to take care of each other. Like, and it's not just about money. It's about like multiple things and loyalty. And I love it. And I can see. And also he never pressure. Like, I don't think he ever pushed anybody to do anything. Like, he gave you all tools, and if you're smart enough, you can use it. If you're dummy, you're dummy. Sorry, it's your fault.
That year, like early on when you weren't fighting, how difficult was that for you? Because I'm assuming you're not making any money, right?
No, actually at the beginning, you see, he's such a good guy, he not even remember that, but he actually, at the beginning, he helped me a lot. That's how I made the last trip, because that was a free trip before I stuck here in USA. And the second trip, I sold my car, and technically put all money, what I have, came to Uriah, and in months, I tore my meniscus.
Oh, wow.
And I went back to Russia again to make a surgery, all of this stuff. And my last trip, that's crazy. I forgot about that. Every time people interview me, I always forgot to like say that because it's so super important for me. I was raised my grandmom, and she's like everything for me. She's my like mother, dad, my Batman, everything. Like, and I forgot how I made the third trip, like because I remember I was out of money, and I found the picture, and I make this picture to make sure I would never forget. My grandma found the money. I have no idea where she get it from, and like we have the picture of me and like bunch of money is like wherever he get it from. Maybe he robbed somebody. I don't know. Oh, sorry, she robbed. And like we make a picture, and that's how I made the third trip. But as I make it here, Uriah started helping me. Like he gave me a job, he gave me everything. Like he helped me with a visa, with everything, and to bring my family. But after pandemic started, that was the craziest time in my life. That's how I realized I'm a man. I'm not just a fighter, because I never did anything except fighting. I have no skills beside the fighting, like zero. And when pandemic started, everything shut down. That was really scary. My wife was pregnant this time. And yeah, that's when my crazy journey started.
So what did you do?
I mean, I work everywhere, like on a field. I work...
in a field?
Yeah.
Doing what?
Like planting.
Wow. In Sacramento?
No.
You went back?
No. Here in California.
Okay, yeah.
In California, and that's actually technically saved everything. But there was sometimes it was so tough. Like I woke up at 4 a.m., go all the way on the field, work all day, and on Fridays, as I get back, shower, and I went to the nightclub to bounce in there.
Oh my gosh.
Because there was only one club on Folsom which still worked. Like even like doesn't matter, like regardless pandemic.
Yeah.
Yes, and I worked there too. But I quit on this job very fast because people was like I realized I can punch somebody. I don't want to.
Yeah. Also, you're not getting any sleep. It must have been exhausting.
Yeah, that was tough. But the funny thing, pandemic forced me, because my debut was in 2019. And after that, for a year, we couldn't find any fights for me. And I was actually in amazing shape, one of the best shape I ever been. But we couldn't find any fights. And during the pandemic, finally the fights start happening, because like as Uriah said, now like people like struggling about find any money, and they take a fight easy, and that's how it started. Like during the pandemic, technically.
Did you ever lose hope? Did you think like, oh man, I got so close, and now this pandemic, I can't get like. I may have to go home to get a real job or something. Did you ever think that you would have to give up on the dream of being a fighter?
I did give up right before Contender Series. Like,
you did?
I did give up. Like I even talked to you, right? That's the thing, because remember I told you I never was planning to stay in USA, and when I realized I'm stuck here to chasing my goal, like I'm like, why I'm doing that? Right before Contender Series happened, we wrestled with Clay Guida. That wasn't even live wrestling, and his wrestling shoes stuck between my toe and second toes, and like torn it so bad. Like I never seen that. My skin was. For the second I thought my toe split off.
Wow,
it was really bad. And my son was already born, and I was laying down at home for like a couple days, almost a week, and my wife used to take care of everything, and I was out of money. See, like I'm useless. That was like so tough. And thank God, like some guys helped me to, like my friends, Uriah's friends, they gave me a job. That was easy. Like I was kind of laying down, like pruning, wherever.
Okay.
And right after I get a little bit better, my food, they give me landscaping work. And I never forget this day. Like I worked there all like, because, you know, I had no real skills. Most I take care of trash. And I was so dirty. And like I sit in the car, go back and like, look, I'm almost 30 years old, man. Like I'm actually educated. Like I could be a lawyer back in home.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm a like a world champ. I have a pretty good background at home. And like, what the fuck I'm doing here?
Right,
like,
right.
Like, and I go to my wife and I said like, look, why are we here? Like, I mean, do you really want to stay in USA and like live here or like what? And my green card was on process right at that time with first bad lawyer.
Right.
And she says, I don't know, but let's at least finish the process. Like, and I'm okay, but I'm not sure if I want to do it anymore. And I go to Uriah, like it's funny, I shaved everything, my head.
Wow.
Like I think I got some mental problem at that time. Yeah. And I told Uriah, like look, Uriah, like I feel like that's it. Like I'm almost 30 years old. I don't want to do it anymore. Like it's so stupid. Like if you still think I should be a fighter, like let's try at least like some Bellator or whatever. And for some reason he interrupted me right away and said, no, I told you we will be in UFC. Like I tell you, we will be in UFC. And like I just okay, I will trust you. And I start training step by step. And probably in a week, like right after he told me that, week or two, every time I went to the bed, I keep saying to myself, okay, tomorrow he will text me. Tomorrow he will text me. And he texted me and said, Contender Series, October 12th.
No way.
That's it. I didn't even look the guy. Said, that's it, I will be in UFC, I know.
Wow. How nervous were you for that? Because you had so much riding on that.
I think this mental problem part helped me to prepare. And the crazy thing is, I was reading Dostoevsky at the time. Huh. Yeah, I actually finished, you know, Crime and Punish?
Yeah.
I finished, and that's really like, is tough book. Like, and I think because my mental health was kind of like bouncing like this, and also I read this book, this helped me to never even think about any nerves, like fighting. I don't think I ever thought. As soon as Uriah told me October 12th, I know, like I will be in UFC. That's it. Like I didn't watch the guy, like I was...
Not a thing?
No, only Uriah. Uriah told me everything about this guy.
Wow.
Yeah, and I maybe watch with Uriah together. That's how we usually do, but myself, I never search.
Do you think if it didn't go your way on Contender, you would have quit?
Probably, yeah, more like... I mean, I did quit. Like I did give up.
No, you didn't. Yeah. You just had a heart-to-heart with your guy. Like you didn't pack your bags and go home.
But you know, that wasn't like I wasn't just chasing my dream. That was just I trust Uriah. I said, okay, you know better. Like and I
unbelievable. And now here you are at Madison Square Garden.
Yep.
There was a bit of a rough patch in the UFC run. Were you worried, like going into your last fight? Were you worried that you were fighting for your UFC career?
Yep, and at that time, it's actually interesting. I remember I forgot this guy's name, but everybody keep posting like, oh, he has some like very little money on his bank account, and me and my friends was laughing, not aggressively, of course. No, I respect like best wishes to this guy, but I was in debt like around like 70-something thousand because I borrowed from my friend like. 50,000, like 45,000 for lawyer, and also I supposed to pay taxes.
Oh man!
And technically, I was like, "That's it. It's die but do it. Like there's no way." Like,
wow.
Yeah. And
are you out of debt now?
No, now everything much better.
You're all good.
I paid back because I got the bonus.
Of course. Oh yes.
Yes, I paid back now. Good. Now good.
You feel comfortable?
I can't really say I feel comfortable financially. Because I'm living in California.
Right, that's true.
I mean, it's New York, probably even worse. Yeah. But I'm happy with everything happened. Like, I'm really enjoying. I don't think now. I mean, I believe. I hope nothing really can break me. Like, it doesn't matter what's happened. Like tomorrow, Saturday, as long as I'm alive, I have both hands, both feet. I would like do everything to keep my family safe.
How is your family? Like, does your wife like California? I know your kids are young, but.
Yeah, my wife loves it. Like
she does. Okay.
I mean,
so as long as she's happy, you're good.
The main thing. Oh yeah, she's super happy. Like she's cool.
And she supports you. She's okay with you fighting.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, she never knew me like beside fighting. We like sweet how it calls
high school sweethearts.
Yeah, we're together forever. Yes, and I mean, I don't think she ever seen me do anything beside fighting.
And so you could go on a bit of a run. You said you were fighting. Was that the last fight of your contract, the last one?
Yeah, now I got a new one.
Wow. So there was a lot riding on that.
Yep.
Man, that's pressure.
Yeah.
Were you nervous before that one?
The last one?
Yeah.
I don't think so. It was weird. Like I actually was in extremely good shape. I prepared really well. I knew what I have to do. I mean, and I think right before the fight, I knew I got a green card. Like they approved it. Like I still had some sort of relief right before the fight.
Okay. This one you feel good about?
Yeah, good.
No problems?
No problem.
How do you think it goes?
Of course, I have to win.
Yes, but like, how are you envisioning the fight playing out?
I mean, I believe he will bounce in between striking and wrestling because he's well-rounded.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but my goal just keep my game plan.
Where's he from?
I mean, I believe he's from Brooklyn, but he's also Azerbaijani guy.
Azerbaijan, okay. Would you wouldn't have a problem fighting another Russian, would you? Some people don't like to fight.
I'm like, it's confused. It's funny. Some Russian journalists asked me like if I would go with flag now. I mean, I just said, look, I'm Russian. I never ashamed of it. I'm proud of it. I love my culture. I love my people. But I'm not fighting for Russia. I'm fighting for money. When I used to be an amateur fighter, yes, I was proud to hold my flag because I used to be part of Russian national team. And that was big, huge thing for me. Like I'm proud, like, oh, I was this little piece of that. But now I'm training in America, living in America, and like, it's my business. I'm just, if you stop paying me, I would never fight. Like, why?
So it's UFC or bust, meaning like UFC or nothing. And so on Saturday, no flag for you.
What do you mean?
No flag. You won't come out with the Russian flag.
No flag.
No.
Yeah.
You're just representing your team, yourself. Maybe a Team Alpha Male flag. You'd be more.
I don't think I represented anything. Like it's a business. I just making money. Like I'm not representing
prize fighting
at all. Yeah. Like I mean, it makes sense. I'm Russian. Yes, I've never hide it. Hello,
Sure.
I'm Russian.
Yes.
Yeah, but like I don't think I represented.
Okay, fair enough. And Urijah gave you the nickname Slava Claus, right?
Yep.
Because of your demeanor, because you're in such a good mood.
You better ask him.
Okay,
Ask him.
I will ask. Do you like the name? Are you okay with
Yeah,
it?
that's really cool.
It's a great nickname.
Actually, it seems like I probably can make even some money beside of fighting pretty soon. People already paid me to show off like as a Santa.
Really?
Yeah, it's in an event.
In Sacramento?
Actually, Uriah's event.
Really?
A1, yeah.
Yeah, to show up as Santa Claus.
Yeah, as a Santa Claus.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, great to meet you. I wish you the best this Saturday against Nazim Sadykhov of Azerbaijan, but as you said, fighting out of, I think he's born in Azerbaijan, but fighting out of Brooklyn. But you're getting to fight in the world's most famous arena where the likes of Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, and obviously later on Conor McGregor and so many others fought. So I wish you the best, and great to meet you, and good luck on your journey. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it very much. Hey, if you like this video, give us the old thumbs up. Subscribe as well. You could get many more of these videos on the channel, so please do that. We would love you forever if you did so.